Hey guys, welcome to Hairoscope. I'm going to show you how to do the ombre butterfly lock as well as other techniques as well with the butterfly lock, the thumb method, no thumb method, different ways to do the butterfly lock. So the first thing we're going to do is to use spring twist hair. I'm going to be showing you using spring twist hair and the water wave hair. Those are the two hair I have with me right now. Basically, you could use these two textures of hair for the style. Okay, so basically I'm going to show you the difference between the two. And I just moisturized the spring twist hair right now, and I twisted the mannequin hair. This is the mannequin I'm using today. It's a really good mannequin for practicing. So now that the hair is fluffed, because you have to fluff the hair, so when you're wrapping the hair, it's gonna give the distressed look. So make sure you fluff as I did. So I twisted the mannequin's hair so it's easy to take down the hair. You could braid it if you want to braid it, okay? So now I'm just crocheting the spring twist hair through, and I'm going to leave an extra piece of hair on my left side. That's to give the lock some thickness, okay? And then I'm just going to wrap around the mannequin's head, wrap around about an inch securely and tightly. And now I'm going to do the thumb method. So the thumb method is basically using my left thumb to separate the hair strand, and then I continue to wrap, and then I let go. Like so. I'm going to repeat it again, don't worry. If you have any trouble with the thumb method, you could just stick it out with your finger. So I wrap again, and then I separate the hair with my thumb, like so, and I continue to wrap the hair around, and now I'm going to let go of my thumb. So this is what gives the style the butterfly look, okay? So I'm going to do it again, separate the hair with my thumb. If you notice, I didn't use my thumb to take the whole strand of hair. I separated. When you separate the hair, it's going to give the butterfly look that we're going for. It's going to make it look nicer, basically, okay? And then I just continue to wrap. So you could do this like after every one wrap or every two wrap, and you just continue to use your thumb as you go, like randomly. You notice the lock, how it's turning out. If there's too much space between the lock and the hair that sticks out, then you make more hair that sticks out, if that makes sense, okay? So just separate with your thumb like so, and just continue to wrap and let go. Okay. So if the thumb method is hard for you to do, stick with this tutorial, because I'm going to show you other ways you could get the distressed butterfly look without using your thumb. And I'm also going to show you the ombre method as well, okay? I just want you guys to know how to do the basic technique and with spring twist hair first. So that's what I'm just doing. I'm just continue to repeat the same motion, repeat, and then I'm just going to wrap all the way to the end, okay? And you see that extra piece of hair that we left inside of the twist is really helpful, just to give the look the thickness, okay? So that way you don't have to add extra hair too much. So once I reach the end of the lock, I'm going to fold the hair like this, okay? And then wrap back up. And this kind of just gives the ends a really nice loop look, if that makes sense. And I just made a knot to secure it. So I'm not using any glue. You could go ahead and use glue if you want, or you could just make a knot. So this is the basic butterfly lock technique, okay? Okay, now let's do the style with the water wave hair. And this time around, I'm going to box braid the mannequin's hair, okay? And I'm going to show you how to do the butterfly lock, if your hair is too long for like a bob butterfly lock length, how to make your hair shorter if you're doing it on yourself or on your client. You could use a crochet needle. Just put the crochet needle through the braid like so. Take the ends of the braid and just put it through the braid itself, and that way you fold the hair, so that way you could have your hair shorter. You could also use a rubber band. Okay, fold the hair and just use a rubber band to secure it together. But the mannequin's hair is short, so we just go ahead and do it as it is. So this is the water wave hair, and I'm just gonna moisturize it with the shea butter moisturizer, and I'm just gonna make sure the hair is fluffed out. The reason why we use, water wave or spring twist hair is just because for this style, the hair has to be kinky. It has to be like, it has to have a tight curl, if that makes sense, okay? So the water wave hair is a little more silky than the spring twist. I will tell you which one I prefer after showing you this lock. I just want you guys to see the texture, the difference between the textures, okay? So leave extra piece of hair up to the length that you want the lock to be, and then just repeat the same method that I did with the first lock with your thumb, and then you let go. So because the Freetress hair is very silky, it's gonna be tricky with the thumb method. So what I'm gonna show you is with the thumb method now with this water wave, instead of wrapping the hair underneath the lock, I'm gonna wrap it at both. Just watch. So I put my thumb through, okay? Now I'm gonna take the hair, put it over my thumb, like so, before I let go. So that way the hair that sticks out just stays, instead of, instead of just, I don't know what word to use, but just to make the hair stick out, if that makes sense. So put your thumb through, separate the hair, and wrap over your thumb before you wrap under your thumb after you let go. So automatically you're going to have the hair sticking out. I hope you guys understood what I just did. Because with the spring twist, I was just, releasing the hair and just wrapping underneath my thumb as I go. But with water wave, it's best to wrap over your thumb. That way you could easily have the hair sticking out. And I'm just going to fold and wrap it back up and make some knot like so. And this is a water wave. And this is both textures. Now let's do the ombre. So the hair that I prefer is the spring twist hair. It's much lighter. The water wave hair is much dense, so the spring twist is the bomb. So this is the ombre, right? After repeating the same step halfway through the lock, now you're gonna grab the color of the hair you want to use for your ombre and just add the hair and just continue to wrap over, if that makes sense. So I don't have the spring twist in the blonde to show you guys, so I have the Freetress, but get the spring twist blonde if you're using spring twist for the lock, or if you're using water wave, then just get the same hair for it. So basically the ombre is half and half, if that makes sense. Nice and easy. It's super easy. And I'm just going to cut out the black hair underneath and just continue to wrap, and then I will wrap back up. Make some knots to secure it and just wrap back up. When you're wrapping back up, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just wrap whichever way you want to wrap it, and don't wrap too tight. Okay, so that's it. that's the ombre, you guys. This is very simple. So please hit the like button and subscribe when you do. Other people will see this video on YouTube. Thank you. Alright guys, so this one I'm going to show you how to do the butterfly locks using the bobbi new Locs hair, and we're going to use it as the base. The reason why I'm showing you this is because the bobbi new Locs hair has a very distressed texture to it. It could easily become distressed if you wrap hair over it, if that makes sense. So after braiding the mannequin's hair, I'm going to go ahead and crochet the bobbi new Locs hair through like so. Make a knot with the braid and the bobbi new Locs hair, and now we're going to wrap the hair with spring twists. Okay, you could use water wave too if you want, but like I said, I prefer the spring twist. So I'm going to crochet the spring twist through the hair, the braid. I'm sorry guys, and then just keep wrapping. So I'm showing you the same thumb method. You could do the thumb method with the bobbi new Locs and wrap it with your spring twist or water wave. It's gonna make the butterfly look even more butterfly-ish. It's gonna make it look very distressed because, like I said, the bobbi new Locs easily get distressed when you wrap hair over it. So that's half of the hair with the butterfly lock thumb method, and now I'm gonna show you without the butterfly lock thumb method. So I'm just going to wrap the spring twist hair over it, just regularly, like with my hand going very light. I actually did this technique on myself. I'm gonna show you guys in just a moment. Basically just wrapping spring twist hair over the bobbi new Locs hair. And this was when I did it. It was really beautiful. I loved it. It wasn't too much of butterfly-ish with the whole hair coming out too much, but it was really nice. I could put it up in a bun like so, and it gave me the distress look, and I loved it. I wore this hair for a very long time. I was able to wash it and everyone loved it. It was really nice. So let's go back to the video. So I'm really just throwing the spring twist hair over the bobbi new Locs. Really not, I'm not wrapping it tight at all. Okay. So as you throw the hair on the bobbi new Locs hair, it's gonna separate the bobbi new Locs hair, and that's gonna give you the distressed look as you go. So you don't have to, you know, wrap tight or anything like that. And I just made a knot to secure it, and I just continue to wrap. And when I get to the end, I'm going to wrap back up. So this is just another way of getting the distress look. Okay. When I did the hair, I actually just I called it something different, but then I see everybody doing butterfly locks, and I was like, you know what, I've done this before, so let me show you guys. So that's it. If you don't want too much hair sticking out of your lock, but you still want to have the distressed look, this is something you should try. Okay, so I will leave all the hair in the description, so you could get the hair for the style. I got them on Amazon, so yeah, it's way cheaper there. I'll leave it in the description. So I just wrap back up to secure it, and that's really it. And there you have it. So, yep, this is the difference with bobbi new Locs hair. Okay, and that's it with thumb method on top. Thumb method. It's more, you know, butterfly-ish. And then in the bottom, no thumb method. So that's it. Please subscribe you guys. Subscribe, hit the like button. It's very free, okay? Alright guys, so this one I'm going to show you that you could do the butterfly locks without your thumb and without no bobbi new Locs hair. You don't need any base hair. All you have to do is double wrapping technique, which I'm going to show you guys. So I just crocheted the water wave hair through. Okay, you could use the spring twist, but just for the sake of showing you guys, use whichever of the hair you want to use. And I'm just wrapping regularly. Okay, and I'm basically wrapping towards the roots tighter, and then once I get like past an inch, I just start to throw the hair over the lock, if that makes sense. So there's no wrapping tight, just throw the hair like you see I'm doing. Just really just throw the hair like so, because when you wrap it tight, you're not gonna get much of the hair sticking out. So just throw the hair over the lock. It's curly hair, so when you throw the hair, it's going to give you the distressed look. And I just, fold the hair, wrap back up, make a knot. And this is first step. Okay, so the second step is taking a small strand of the same hair or a different hair texture if you want. Just make sure it's the same color. Okay, and I just crochet it through, and I'm just going to sparingly throw the hair over the lock, the same lock. So just throw the hair over like so, and it's just going to make the hair even more distressed. This would be really nice if you use like let's say the water wave and the spring twist in the same color. If you wrap over a small strand of the water wave over a spring twist, or vice versa. And there you go. You're still gonna get the butterfly look. You're still gonna get the butterfly look. So if you don't want to use your thumb, you could do this and you get the look. It's all about the hair sticking out, right? And that's it, you guys. That's it, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. I will be sharing with you guys more techniques, so make sure you subscribe to Hair is Scope, and I'll see you guys next time. Love ya.